Hello, it's Helen from Authentic Awareness View with the weekly tarot card reading for the week of the 11th to the 17th of May. So this week I'm using the Witches Tarot deck. So let's see what the energy is surrounding us for the Monday and Tuesday. Let's see what we've got. So we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the victory card. So now wands are all about our passion, our creativity, our spirit. It also can be about communicating. And it also can be about action. So this is a positive card. Ideally, it's known as the victory card. So it's victory and success. So, and this is like a card of he's obviously gone out to battle this night here, and he's coming home and he's got garlands, and the energy is quite high, and it's a time of him feeling quite confident and feeling successful in the endeavours that he's actually taken on, gone out into the world and done, or even what action you've actually taken towards things. It's saying, now's the time to feel successful and enjoy that on the Monday and Tuesday. You've achieved something, and it's good to feel confident about all your successes. So that's kind of him riding back into town and feeling confident and also feeling on top of things as well. It's also like you've gone through the battle or the inner conflict of the five, which is, would have been could have been quite rough. Fives are always challenges, but they're also opportunities for growth. So this kind of says to us that we are now feeling successful, feeling on top of things again, and feeling as if we have the energy to actually go forward. And that, I think, is the main thing with this card. It's that sense of feeling confident, feeling good about yourself, but also having the ability to, get up, rise above your challenges, and to keep moving forward. Because whenever I see the Six of Wands, it is an action card, and it is a movement card. So now may be the time that you can actually take some action towards the things that you actually want to do, start implementing some changes. So it's about action, moving forward, and feeling confident, and knowing that you are on top of things again at this point in time, where you're kind of back on top and riding forward. So when we come to the middle of the week, your Wednesday and Thursdays, we have another six. So we have the Six of Pentacles again, another six again, Six of Pentacles. And the sixes are successful numbers, and they're more balanced, and they're calmer too. So now the Six of Pentacles, obviously you see this man up here with all his coins, and he's sharing his goods there with those children down the bottom. So when we come to Wednesday and Thursday, this can be a time of perhaps sharing with people. Whenever I see this card, it is about kind of giving and receiving. So whenever somebody gives, somebody's receiving. So, but it usually is in more of a balanced way. It's more in a balanced way. I have something to give, and I'm quite happy to give it to you. I'm quite happy to share it with you, and then then that goes around. And the sixes are also about bringing things back into balance. So you may start to really feel that your life is starting to even out a little bit. You may start to feel, yes, I am getting on top of things. You may start to feel more grounded and stable in your everyday life. And this is also, when I do look at this card, because he sort of looks like he's got like a bit of a scholar's outfit on there. So there may be a bit of teaching and learning. But whatever is kind of happening, the payment or the rewards or whatever you're going to receive is actually going to be balanced, and it is going to be fair. So there may be a little bit of teaching going on. You may be learning a little bit to help you, put your dreams into place, or you to progress forward in whatever endeavours you actually want to take on. Sometimes this card can be about, it also can be about time. So if you are worried about the timing aspect, sometimes when I see this card, I think, it may not be the right time, you may not be quite ready for it, or in some cases, the teacher may not be there. So this can have a bit of a timing effect on it. Do you have enough time to give? Do you have enough time to share? So be aware of that element as well. This is really the card. If you've got it, give it. If you don't, well then, don't do it, because it's about being balanced. It's like you don't want to tip the scales of giving too much, then you put yourself in the resources of not feeling good about yourself. But when I do look at this card, I think it is about you have enough, there is abundance, so it's about sharing. And people, will want to give to you and you will want to give to them, and it's an element of sharing and giving. And because it feels very positive, this card, it's quite a positive, happy card with this. And he looks quite happy to actually really give whatever he has to others. So when we move to the end of the week, we have the Three of Wands. So we've got all minor arcana cards, so no major arcana cards. So that sometimes can be a bit of a blessing because the major arcana cards have a lot more impact on our lives. So we have the Three of Wands. So there again, it's another Wands card. Now, this can be the card of reaping the rewards from your original ideas and your thought and the original steps or action you've taken. So it can be about now's the time, you're waiting for your ships to come in, you're waiting for your rewards or the abundance to come back to you. And it certainly could be coming back to you, particularly because we do have the Six of Coins next to it, and that is the card of giving and receiving. And so waiting for the ships to come, looking out to the horizons to see what's sort of coming your way, see what's coming back for you. It also can be, because when I see this card, he's sort of right at the very end of a place. I do look at this card and I think, you have bigger dreams, you have bigger plans, and you have bigger ideas, and you really want to take them out there. It's like he's looking at his horizons to see where else he can actually go. So it may also be time for you to really broaden your horizons. You've gone as far as you can actually go in, whether it's whatever it is. You just can't take it any further. Like he's going to step off that cliff and then he just goes down, he's into the water, he's in a whole completely different area. But this, ideally, when I look at this card, he's looking out, he's wanting to get bigger, he wants to expand his horizons. So there may be some areas in your life that you've actually gone as far as you can go, so you really do kind of feel confident, like the Six of Wands is telling us, to be confident, take the action, move forward. And also the Six of Pentacles, I think, particularly when I look at this card in this deck, because remember, all decks are different and they'll tell you a different story. He looks very abundant. So it's like the resources will be there for you. So, this is where sometimes, the universal miracles do kind of come into play. If you pay attention to the cycles and rhythms of life, we do, we always think we're in lack. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, I can go because I've got that money. By some miracle or whatever it is, you actually do get the money, or you get the time, or you do get the resources. And this is what this card is about as well. So I think that's a very positive card for the middle of the week for us. So particularly in regards to what you want to do next, how you want to take yourself forward, whether it's a project or ideas or relationships, whatever, it's about broadening your horizons and actually taking it now to the next level. Now, there may be a feeling of you wanting to do it, but I would like to see in this card, he takes a leap off, but there's something that, he jumps off that cliff, but there's something that's going to support him and the path is going to take him there. So, but it's not quite ready for that yet. So you're ready, you're eager, you're willing to go, but it's not quite ready yet. But be prepared for it, and that's what I think perhaps maybe this week is actually telling us, to kind of just be prepared for it, get in preparation for what it is that you actually want to do. Because this feels to me like he's going to jump off and it's going to be fine, but it's just not quite the right time. And there again, that's where the Six of Pentacles comes into it. The timing is getting right, but don't kind of jump too soon. Start getting yourself in preparation. And that can simply be, like the Six of Wands, about being confident, feeling successful, and know that you've risen above all the challenges, whether they've been mentally or emotionally or whatever, that you've actually risen above quite a few of the challenges. And now you really can take yourself forward again, take yourself out, broaden your horizons and take yourself that little bit further, kind of get out of your comfort zone and move into the next area that you want to go to. All these cards they all feel quite nice, and they are minor arcana cards. So, it's just everyday kind of stuff that you're dealing with. So I do encourage you to stay confident, feel as if you are getting on top of all of the struggles that you've had, and I know we've had many, particularly over the last 2 weeks. Feel resourceful, know that you have enough to give or enough to receive, and be open to receive it as well, because there is more for you to do, and it's about you kind of really looking at your vision, looking at your future, and broadening your horizons to take you out there. And there's a sense of really kind of believing in yourself as well. I think that's the important part of it. Really believing in yourself with the wands. Be creative. Get in touch with your natural spiritual self and use that as your guide. It's kind of time for us to really tap into that creative energy, I think, too. So we might leave it there. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you next week.